Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I decided to do a new video, something I haven't really done in the past before, but today is my thoughts on the new stuff, as many call it, the April update. I know, fancy. But, these are just going to be my thoughts. I'm going to talk about the PvE, the PvP, what I like about it, what I don't like, and there's some things I don't like about it, but most of it's pretty good, so I'm going to be playing some Clash, like always, because controls for scrubs, JK, LOL, much love, XD. But I decided just to do this today, and hope you guys like it. I'm gonna learn the doctrine and the patience and time. Don't make fun of me. I'll make fun of you. Yeah, I'll show you. But let's start with PvE because I want to play it again. I like it. Prison is alright. I think it's a good change of pace between what we had before. Because before it was just Nightfalls. No, not even Nightfalls. Fuck Nightfalls. Not even Nightfalls. It was just raids, which were fun. Like, I like raiding a lot, but, there comes to a point where you run the raid so many times that it's just kind of stale and boring. And, like, yeah, you can still run the raid now, and if you want to get a light level, run the raid. Trust me. You get a shit ton of stuff, but there's more options. Challenge of Elders is good. It's, if you don't know about the Challenge of Elders, it is active. It is tied to the Elder Sigil from Varix, which you buy for like 100 glimmer, so it's super cheap. But when you get at 30,000 points on one run, you get a weapon. At 90,000 over multiple runs, you get a piece of armor. And these are the old Prison of Elders stuff, and then the weapons are Queen's weapons, which are cool, I guess. But I enjoy it for like many different reasons. I enjoy it because it's a lot more simple than the old Prison of Elders, because the old Prison of Elders is long and I wouldn't call it complicated, but it was just long and tedious to do. Challenge Elders is very fast and you get loot very fast from it, which, yeah, like I wish there was a bit more of a grind, because that's one reason that keeps people playing Destiny is the grind, but if it's too grindy, then you'll have something like the Division, which many people are already getting burnt out of. Like, I got burnt out of it like a month ago. But other than that, everything else is good in PvE. Hard raids are fun. One thing I am mad about, and this is like a genuine thing, the special ammo changes. This is another instance where PvP is affecting the balance of PvE. Where, special ammo was a bad problem in PvP, so Bungie went and nerfed it in PvE, which makes encounters like War Priests and stuff very difficult. Because, everybody runs out of freaking special ammo. So that's one thing I don't like about, like, some of the balance changes, but everything else about PvE I enjoy. But now let's talk about the thing I play the most of and I care the most about, PvP. PvP has been changed quite a bit with weapon balance, subclass changes, some new items, not items, I mean like new trial stuff, which is just reskins for old stuff, but still, and that dope ass new emblem. But we're going to start with the subclass changes, and this is with Warlocks. This update was Warlocks, last time was the Titans, and hopefully Hunters will be next, but Bungie loves Hunters, so probably not. But I like the new changes to Warlocks. Voidwalkers are a very viable option in PvP and PvE, especially this week in Challenge of Elders. I have my friend, he played millions of Warlocks, so basically, bam, we got every single point. He carried me and my other friends' asses through it because nothing manacles with scatter grenades. And also in PvP, they're a very viable option because Energy Drain got a massive buff. And then Sunsinger, that got nerfed a bit, and that was mainly just Fireborn and Flame Shield, I think that was it, because Fireborn now is a big change. I really like the Fireborn change, because Fireborn now, you activate it and your super lasts shorter, which is fabulous, because then it promotes use of the other supers, like abilities, and that's good. We want variety. This is a game a lot about variety, which changes up Crucible, and that's nice. One thing I do think, and I know a shit ton of people have already expressed their feelings about this, and that is Firebolt's not getting nerfed, and what I have to say is, I don't think it's Firebolt's that a problem. It's not even Touch of Flame that's a problem. It's Viking Funeral that's the problem. But, because Firebolts on their own kind of suck. Same with Touch of Flame, but as soon as you combine them all with Viking Funeral, they get freaking crazy. Like, really good. And that's what made them bad. I mean, not bad, I mean good. Like, bad in a meta sense. Like, it's a problem, but yeah, that's what made those very, overpowered. And I think Bungie's lack of even mentioning of firebolts was kind of bad. They should at least have mentioned them. Say, like, why they're not. And what I think is they're not nerfing because they know the backlash will be insane if they nerf them. And yeah, it might be a disaster, but in the long run, I think people like it more. Because, people like balanced games. As far as auto rifle changes, Doctrine and like high rate of fire, as you see here, are still very viable and admittedly too good. Low impacts are alright, they're nothing to write home about, but they're nothing like terrible. Medium impacts and medium rate of fires are still decent. But special ammo, I discussed my feelings on it in PvE, but not in PvP. PvP, I think it's great. In a lot of other situations, like in trials and stuff, I think in trials it's bad, and I'll explain why in a bit. But in like 6v6 and just normal 3v3s, I think it's awesome. It promotes a lot more primary use and a lot less special use, which is a lot of the problem. Is everybody just like those one-shot snipers and shotguns and fusions, and I like how now it's more primary use in the game. As now into trials, trials is interesting. Because they made it so now you do spawn with special in trials, which means every round's still a sniper fest. But the thing about trials is, like with special, yeah, they reduced the drop rates. Like they didn't reduce the drop rates, but like yeah, they reduced the reserve ammo and the special spawn time. But everybody starts with special, and then when everybody's sniping, the rounds last for so long that you will get special through that round. So basically, I feel like I'm playing vanilla trials with, like, year 1 trials, not vanilla. But how, like, yeah, year 1 trials with special ammo. Everybody has a sniper all the time. And it's still, like, no variety. Now all it is LDR longbow and 1,000 yard. Because, everybody's like, I need that high damage. But even though, they're not the only snipers that can rest snipe, thank God. But my thoughts on leading in back to trials, the revive changes, I think are good. I like people not sprinting through a revive. It adds more punishment to dying, which I think was the needed change, because before, dying was just, it wasn't punishing enough. You would die and then like, oh, it's okay, I can run past you with my revive thing. It's okay. It's cool, buddy. You're up again. Let's destroy the other team because they are not running fast res. And like now, yeah, it does punish you a bit more for not running fast res, but it's still, it's still a good revive change. On with the fast res thing is that like you still can't run through people, and it does add less of a penalty for dying. And also with the revive, like the timer to be revived changes, those are good. And as far as like the revive sniping changes, I'm happy because I can use patience and time now. Yeah, I love patience and time. I'm using it in the background. It's probably one of the best snipers in the game, and I think it's extremely underrated. If you haven't used it, try it. It's really good because most people, like even now, people don't expect the invisibility, and it has really good aim assist. I think that's about really all I wanted to talk about in this video. I covered PvE, PvP, basically everything that was on my mind about the April update. I'm liking it so far. Like, yeah, those few problems, but for the update that it is, I think it's good, and it's definitely kept me playing more. I do wish that it was a bit more of a grind to get to 335, because I'm 334, and I'm not even grinding that much. This is just my god RNG this time around, which, just to be fair, my RNG sucks normally, so, like, in Prison of Elders, my friend has, like, many duplicates of every pre-OE weapon. I have 2 Drugs Promises. So, yeah. Yeah, but I think that's all my thoughts with the April update. I like it so far. I hope you guys are liking it. And when we go to Orbit, I'm going to show you guys my gear and what I've been getting throughout the April update. I've been liking it. Hope you guys have been too. I like the Crucible changes, the PoE things. And this video's kind of all over the place, but that's just kind of my style. I kind of want to do it unscripted and fun. But yep, I'm going to go to Orbit, and I'm going to show you guys what I have gotten throughout the few days of playing this game, which has almost been more than a week. Oh my god. So it's in 2 weeks. But I guess, yeah, I've gotten a lot of my playtime out of it. As far as the new strikes, I like those. Still have not gotten a stolen will. Really want one. Yeah. Nightfalls, they seem a bit more rewarding too. Nightfalls are fun now. Because just the light level changes. Um, and that's about really it. I do wish Trial, like, I like Trials being sweaty and stuff, but I think just some games, it's just way too sweaty. Like, let's be real. When it's just the enemy team all running snipers and self-reses, it's kind of bad. But as far as my gear, I have a 334 Doctrine, a 334 Devil You Know with all right perks. This is something I got before the April update, and I'm leveling it. This is my God Roll Hawksaw with Hammer Forged Counterbalance and Handlaid Stock. And yeah, Handlaid Stock decreases range, but Hammer Forge makes up for all range that is lost. So that's pretty cool. I also have my 335 Jade Rabbit, my Hawkmoon, my 335 Hung Jury, my 335 Patience in Time, Jack's Promise, Black Spindle, basic stuff there, my 334 Machine Gun, really kind of basic stuff here. 335 Ghost Shell, I run that tier 5 Discipline. Got this from Challenge mode. Yeah, basically a lot of stuff. Just, I've been using this forever. I love this helmet so much. It's so nice. Look at it. But other than that, all I need to be 335 is a heavy chest and gauntlets, which I can get soon, and yeah. I like the new changes. I like everything that's happened. Just with a few minor things, and I've also gotten this since the April update dropped, which I'm really happy about because I like that one a lot. I got this. It's pretty sexy. I got this from a Sterling Treasure box. This from Going Flawless, of course. Send in Plane. That's not a new thing, but I'm just happy I got it. I can be a grape. Who doesn't want to be a grape? Let's be real. And Revenant too. So that's what I'm really happy about. I hope you guys have enjoying it too. I've been enjoying it. I'm gonna try and post videos maybe on like a weekly basis or something. We've gotten a lot more time to do it, so I'll see you guys then.